My name is Jillian Hayes from AdventHealth Celebration, and this is AdventHealth TV.
Hi everyone, I'm Tom Johnson. As we do every week nowadays, let's start with an update on COVID-19 in the Central Florida Division. We start in Tallahassee. Dr. Scott Brady and Dr. David Moorhead took part in a COVID-19 roundtable discussion, both invited to take part by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. The discussion broadcast and streamed live on state government's The Florida Channel.
Our staff is really busy. They're tired. They've worked really hard, but they're hanging in there. And I'd like to echo what Secretary Mayhew said about these are the real heroes of this whole experience. Every day they're coming, leaving their families and going in and just doing an amazing job, and we can't thank them enough.
On the most recent AdventHealth Morning Briefing, a discussion about the important role convalescent plasma plays in treating COVID-19 and the need for anyone recovering from the coronavirus to help.
We need patients that have been infected with COVID, have recovered, and now they have those antibodies that protect them from getting COVID again. So we get that plasma, which contains the antibodies, and then we give it to someone that does not have the antibodies and is having a hard time to recover from COVID.
You can watch AdventHealth Morning Briefing every week. We update you with the latest on the pandemic through live interviews with AdventHealth physicians and leaders. We also take your questions. You can watch every Thursday morning at 8:30 on the Life at AdventHealth Central Florida Facebook page. As you know, our CFD COVID-19 Command Center is back up and running, managing our response across the division. We've taken you behind the scenes before.
A campus dashboards panel. Yes.
When we first showed you the COVID-19 Command Center in March, it looked like this, set up mainly in a large conference room tucked away inside our Mission Control Center. Now, however, Command Center meetings are still happening every day, but they are held virtually via video calls to keep everyone safe.
Even though we're not all sitting in the same room, Microsoft Teams has given us a great tool to stay connected and allow us to monitor all the elements of our COVID-19 response so that we can provide the tools our team needs to care for patients.
And we do want to remind you there are multiple ways you can get the information you want and need about COVID-19. You can call the Coronavirus Information Line at 877-VIRUS-HQ, or you can email questions to cfdcoronavirusquestions@adventhealth.com. Online, you can find information at coronavirussignsandsymptoms.com, and also keep a close eye on your AdventHealth email for frequent updates in the whole story. Now we want to take you to a very different kind of baby shower.
So here we are in a standard ICU room, and you can see how large this is.
Welcome to the virtual New Tower baby shower. It's a celebration marking 9 months until the birth of the new patient tower at AdventHealth Fish Memorial. The 4-story building will house a 20-bed labor and delivery unit, as well as enhanced cardiac, intensive care, and surgical services. Everything going on in the world right now can be dizzying. For some who have bouts of vertigo, the world can literally seem to be spinning out of control. Just before COVID-19 hit, we checked out a wild-looking therapy that is spinning vertigo sufferers straight to relief.
All right.
The moment that eventually led Frank Dimovich to this wild-looking contraption at AdventHealth Celebration
You dizzy?
happened 2 years ago.
I was sleeping and got up to go to the restroom, and all of a sudden I couldn't stand. Everything was spinning.
Frank had vertigo, and it kept going for days.
Everything was moving. You're sitting still, and the whole room goes around.
You okay?
I'm fine.
You might not think putting someone who suffers from debilitating attacks of dizziness into something that moves him around like this
Here it goes.
is good.
A good Disney ride.
But it does work. Vertigo is an inner ear problem dealing with crystals moving around in the ear canal. This Omniax chair induces vertigo. As they move Dimovich around, physical therapists Rachel Arabian and Carolina Meglio
Is the dizziness gone?
Watch a monitor for something called nystagmus.
Nystagmus is a rapid involuntary eye movement.
Hey, eyes wide open for a second. You're not dizzy?
When nystagmus happens, they found the position which sets off Frank's vertigo. They reposition him and the crystals move back in place, stopping the vertigo, kind of like a
Reset button.
Well, it helps me. You know, I now probably won't have vertigo for a while, and maybe not at all for a year or so.
It's not that it's a cure, but it goes into remission. Here it goes.
It's a great Disney ride.
definitely worth the price of admission. Now, another great example of the community donating much needed supplies. Our picture of the week, 800 tablecloths. Local catering company Puffin Stuff donated them to AdventHealth Altamont Volunteer Services. Our sewing and crafting volunteer groups turned them into caps and masks for team members and the community. A reminder though, if you do wear a homemade mask in an AdventHealth facility, you do have to also wear an approved surgical mask underneath. Hey, don't forget to share your photos and videos with us. You can email them to us at AdventHealth TV at adventhealth.com. We'll see you next time.